$450, 2 binders, 1 collection, spicy deal, or Pound Town? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Josh with MoKMagicTG, and we're going to go through one of my more recent collections that I purchased. I bought this actually towards the beginning of December 2020, and it got hung up in Atlanta in the middle of December, and literally sat there for almost a month until it finally showed up a few days ago. Nothing the seller did wrong. It just got stuck, but magically it showed up, and I'm so happy that it did. What a spicy collection that we got here. So let's sort of take a look at start to finish on how this thing works. So what happened for me is I got this listing. You can see I paid $452 for it on December 13th. It literally took a month to get to me. And then here's what the description says. It just says, hey, I got lots of foils. I've got a binder. I'm giving up the game of Magic. We've all heard that story. I counted 685 cards. Doesn't include multiples. I forgot about this. I forgot about the multiples piece until I got the binders, maybe because it took a month for me to get the order. But when I did, I was pleasantly surprised that several of the cards, some of the cards had multiples behind them in the sleeve, which is really cool. Conditions ranged from heavy play to new mint. I actually think there was at least one card that I marked as damaged. There was 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or so that I marked as heavy play, which I probably put roughly at 1% of the cards. So I would say, if we're being generous, maybe 90% of the cards were new mint, maybe 7 or 8% were light play, and 1 to 2% fell between heavy play and damage. So I was very, very happy. Did come with the 2 Ultra Pro binders, which I really like, as you have already seen in the thumbnail and the intro to the video. So, I paid $452 for it, and part of why I paid $452 for it was because of the pictures and what I could see on the listing. So, these were some of the pictures I was able to kind of look. You could sort of tell what cards are foils, and then I was able to sort of look up some prices in advance. And so by zooming in, on these, I was able to see, cards, and that's why I went up to where I did in the bidding. We'll see these in a minute. I think there was one of these pictures. I hadn't looked at these since, honestly, I bid on it. Yeah, this one right here. So I did see clearly. You can see there's at least 2 soul rings and some other awesome cards in here. So and actually this Gilded Lotus actually I think had 2 others. I think there was 3 Gilded Lotuses here. And without ruining anything, there was actually 3 soul rings here as well. But at any rate, so there's, and then there's the binders. So we had that, and then I'll show you that what I came up with was 772 cards, and we'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. That is $2,182.03. So I paid $452, and I pretty much just about quintupled my money, $2,182.03. I scanned in, all the cards, and I mean, you can see here just the top, 44 cards or so, over $10. But I did the math, and right about here at the $15 mark, these cards right here total like $500, just these ones. So the top 20, 25 cards gave me my money back. Everything after that was pure profit. And it's going to wind up coming down to a mix of, obviously, bulk, what I'm going to sell or trade, and then what's going to go into my collection. So we're going to show you some some cards. Let's go through it. Let's see what we're working with here. So let's get these binders back on. What I did too, by the way, I went ahead and took all these cards out, and the reason being is I was going to. So these binders are empty. Reason being is I started to film this and show me opening the binders and going through them page by page and pulling them out and scanning them. It was taking an eternity. So I said, nope, not doing that. I went ahead and took them all out, de-sleeved them, if you will, and then went ahead and just scanned them and did everything on my own, and just figured I'd do it this way. So just to show you, all the cards that are bulk. So this many cards, just show you sort of how big that stack is. So this many is bulk. All of these cards are under $1. It pained me because some of them were like 99 cents, but if it's under $1, it goes in the bulk pile. So all of these rares and mythics are bulk. Then these are all of our cards that are between $1 and $1.99, $2. So got some decent stuff. Army of the Damned, Earwig Squad, I don't know, Primal Command, Reigns of Power, Steel Hellkite, some Mirrodin in there, some Commander stuff, Estrid, Memory Plunder. So these are all $1 to $1.99. Then this stack winds up being cards anywhere between $2 and maybe $20. This is basically the stack of stuff I'm going to get rid of that I don't need. But Massacre Worm, Draina, Praetor's Grasp, Dawn of the Dead, such a cool card, but I have a bunch of these already from a previous collection. Cemetery Reaper, a couple copies of that. So that's one of those examples of more than one. And the cool thing about this is some of the ones that had more than one had different sets and editions. So you'll notice this is M10 and M12, but they were both in the same pocket of the binder. Custody Leech, Sudden Spoiling. Trying to think if there's anything super spicy in here. Greed, Wake the Dead. Let's see. Grim Return. Bloodlord of Vaskoth. Butcher, Dross. So there's some interesting cards, but for the sake of time of the video, I'm going to show you the stuff that's cool that I'm going to keep. So, because obviously most of the older stuff. So this stack is stuff that I'm keeping. I'm just going to move it a little bit, give us some room to play with. So, how about a revised Mana Vault? So this is a card that I marked as heavily played. So, you can kind of see around the edges, but the back is where you start to see some love, even on the surface. If the surface wasn't so bad, if it was just these edges, I could maybe, I don't know, maybe down here, maybe not, but I could maybe get away with moderate play. But it's got, this is well played, well loved, but it's not damaged. So definitely just a heavy play. Even with a heavy play, it's $37, almost $38. If it were new mint, it was like $70, $80, $90. Let's see, we got Cloudstone Curio from Ravnica, City of Guilds. And so that's $36. It's pristine condition. We got the Vidalcan Orrery, little Fifth Dawn action, and it's nice and minty fresh, over $30. Concordant Crossroads from Chronicles. So not very many Chronicle cards are actually worth a ton. You've got a few of them worth, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, maybe 10. I think like some Strip Mines and things like that, some Ashnod's Altars. But this one actually, if you have to hit a Chronicles card, it's not bad to hit a $33 card. And to be Chronicles, I mean, this thing is almost minty. There's like teeny tiny little nicks on the bottoms, which you'd expect. I can't tell. Is that one right there? Yep, little one there. But I mean, beautiful card for its age. Timna the Weaver. So again, some nice Commander C16 cards. You know, almost $30. Got a little Visions action with Anvil of Bogardan, and it's almost minty fresh. I mean, even the edges on that. Karavik the Merciless from Good Old Times Spiral. So it's a nice one. Omnath, the OG Omnath, Locus of Rage. Little battle for Zen, and it's foil. Nice foily action. Tatiana, Protector of Argoth. Again, Commander. There was a good bit of Commander, obviously, in here, but minty fresh. Zakama, Primal Calamity, still holding strong. 20 doll hairs. Here we go. Now we're getting into some fun stuff. Some Urza's Destiny, Repercussions, little teeny tiny nick at the top. I don't think I saw anything else on here. I mean, if I were sending in to get graded, there's a little tiny nick there. But I mean, Repercussion, Urza. Oh, this is when I was playing hard back then. Super cool card, 20, 30 bucks. $22. Conqueror's Flail from C16 as well. Nice and minty, right around 20 bucks. Razaketh, the Foul-Blooded, nothing super old here. Little Hour of Devastation. I didn't even sleeve it yet, but I mean, it's a nice, I mean, it is minty. Centering slightly off left to right. Top to bottom's okay. On the front's not bad. I mean, not that I'm going to send that and get graded, but I mean, it's pretty nice. Check this out. Judgment, Mirari's Wake. I mean, that's just a little dust. Yeah. It's pretty minty right there. Pretty minty. Looking at about 20 bucks right there. Little Karlov, the Ghost Council. Nice $20 bill. Helm of the Host from Dominaria. Thought there was more than one of these in here. Maybe there's just, I guess there's just one. No, I'm pretty sure I got more than one of these. Anyways, Helm of the Host. Got some nice lands. Springjack Pasture. Little Kiki Jiki. This is actually from the vault. There was a few from the vaults in here. You'll see those in a minute. Balefire Dragon, Innistrad, Hellkite Tyrant, Gatecrash. Check this out. So Mana Flare, pretty cool. But again, little loved. Not quite as loved as the other. Still probably heavy play for sure due to the edges of all this. But Mana Flare, pretty nice. Just to get some old stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Another from the vault. Aurelia, the War Leader, nice and minty. There was a lot of so some of these that I have over here might not be worth over $1, but I'm also usually a collector of pre-release. So there was a lot of pre-release that I tossed over here. Several of them were over $1. Several of them were not, but you see some pre-releases in here because I'm just going to stick them on my binder. Mogus, another pre-release. Aloro. What did we drop? A pre-release. Biden of Thassa. So I had actually gotten out of Magic and then got back into Magic around this time and played for probably a year or so and then kind of fell out again. So that was kind of cool to see a card that I would have been at Friday Night Magic to get. This was probably about when I was getting out again, when Origins was coming out. Benefactor's Draught, Soul of the Harvest, Rites of Flourishing. So let me just kind of move these because there was some really good stuff here. Not going to go too much longer. Let's go to some old Primitive Etchings. Look at just, I mean, how, I know you can't see it in person, but just how minty fresh. And, you know, foils back then were just a lot harder. I mean, a couple little nicks. Make it a light play plus, but man. Nylia, God of the Hunt, nice foil. Soul's Majesty, pre-release. And this is another double sleeve, or 2 cards, 1 sleeve. Abhor and Overload. I mean, this was back when I was playing. Obliterate. And this card, again, looks really good. Dark Steel Plate, Primordial Hydra. Here comes the card that I marked as damaged, and it just really stinks because it had the potential to be a really good card, but Vindicate, this is pretty, you can even kind of see some rippling, wrinkling, and then you really see it right. Was this not the card? Oh, I'm thinking of a different card completely. So I actually bought another collection over the weekend, very spur of the moment. Literally while I was filming this video, and I stopped because I bought another collection, and that is insane. You think this is awesome? Wait till I get that video up. I ended up buying Magic, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, Force of Will, and Yu-Gi-Oh! That's how massive that little collection was. And oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Including some life lessons learned with that collection we'll talk more about. Check this out, Selenia Dark Angel, and I mean this card is just mentalicious for its age. Another pre-release, some Garruk, pre-release, Gaia's Revenge, some Hydras, some Bears, some Birds of Paradise, Chieftain, Arachnogenesis, Liege, Soren. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Another Soren. Hey, the Queen made an appearance. Check it out. Basalt Monolith. Actually in really good, well, until I get to the back here. I put this as, or was this the one that no, this was moderate play. Heavy play maybe. I might need to go back and change. I think I have it as moderate. I think I forgot to look at the back. I think I got caught up in the front. Gargoyle Castle, Rolling Earthquake, Helmet. There, okay. I knew there was another one. Helm of the Host. Alicia, two promos for Alicia. Look at that, Apocalypse, Unnatural Selection foil. Got a special Dictate of Krufix, player reward card, I think. Wheel of Fate from Time Spiral. Decree of Annihilation from Scourge. Got some nice Morning Tide. Zozu the Punisher. Furnace of Wrath, again looking really good. Tempt with Vengeance from Mercadian Masks. Tectonic Break. So I have this is also another From the Vault, but I have a promo, Judge's promo of this. So I decided to snag that as well. Let's see if we can get through this last couple cards real quick. Anything spicy? Overbeing. Tavulsa the Sunlit. Spitting Image. I feel like there was one card there. I guess not. Decree of Pain. There were several decrees. Kindred Dominance. Graveborn Muse. A couple of those. Sower of Discord. Here's some Obnixilis. Some commander cards. Cataract Parasite. Wound Reflection. That's pretty cool. Shadowmoor. Dictate of Erebos. Great card. I have a playset of these and in foil, and boy, those were so fun back in the day when I built zombie decks. But Waste Not is a pretty awesome one. Nether Trader. Curse of the Cabal. Time Spiral. It's actually a foil. It's kind of hard to tell. It's real faint. Death Match foil. Onslaught. Nice. Death Pit Offering foil, 8th edition. Got some Mind Twist from 2 different sets, which was really, really cool. Not like a ton of value. They're like $4 or $5 a piece, but still. Vintage Magic, Eater of Hope, Hallowed Burial, Sun Titan. I used to have a deck with Titan in there. Sun Titan, Luminarch Ascension, pretty awesome foil. Cage Sun, I think there's 2 of those. Yep. From New Phyrexia. And we got the old Larry Nevins disc. It's kind of cool to see that. That's more of what I played with when I was younger. Howling Mind. I say that every time. Howling Mind. Bastion Protector. Gilded Lotus. So here's So I think the Dominaria Lotus I've got in my trade pile or sell pile. I kept these two M13s because obviously I don't have a bunch of these. I've got several of the Dominarias, so I didn't need those. Karmic Guide from Urza's Legacy, pretty awesome card. Here's the Soul Rings. So I ended up marking these Soul Rings as heavy play as well. I'm not even going to take them out of the sleeve. You can see all of these bad boys. You know, they're not damaged, just heavy play. Crawl Space, Mind's Desire, Mysian of Seeing Winds, Erebos, Mind's Dilation, Shipbreaker. There's another Decree from Scourge of Silence. Thassa, Day's Undoing, Evacuation from 10th edition. Coral Helm Commander was a pretty cool one. Jin Gataxius, Core Augur. Spell Jack, kind of cool, in really good shape. Lord of Atlantis. I mean, you know, not terrible. I put that a moderate play. Thada Adele, Acquisitor, Silent Sentinel, Kiyomaru, First to Stand, foil by the way, Celestial Archon, pre-release, otherwise I don't think it's worth. Armageddon. Used to love dropping this bad boy back in the day. I'm talking when I was like 10 years old. Elbrus, the Binding Blade, I think there was 2 of those, yep. Another Karmic Justice, Commander. Eldrazi Monument, Panharmonicon, still hanging in there with some good value. And check it out from Exodus, Erratic Portal. Gosh, I remember having like a bunch of these when I was younger, and just, you know, if I had known, I mean, not that this was like some huge money card, but I mean, wow, if I had known, in pretty good shape. Definitely light play, a little more on the front, a couple little tiny nicks, but light play plus. But that's it. So again, moral of the story is if you keep your eyes and ears peeled for the right things, it takes a lot of scouring, a lot of time. But if you keep your eyes and ears peeled for the right things, you can find some good deals. And you know, spent $450, got $2,000 in cards. I'm pretty sure I have over $400 or $500 of cards I'm going to sell or trade. Pretty sure I'm dropping, you know, $500, $600, $700 of cards into my collection, and then the bulk is the bulk. So it paid for itself. It added value to the collection. I got to share with you. I'm super happy. I've got this other collection that I literally spent 18 hours this weekend inventorying and going through. I knew nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! I knew nothing about Force of Will or Flesh and Blood. I barely know anything now, but I do work to go through all that. The Magic was pretty pimp, so you'll like that. And then there was some Pokemon stuff. And for the whole 1 month I've been into Pokemon, I learned a life lesson pretty fast in collection buying with Pokemon. And so granted, I know this is a Magic channel. I'm going to share it in that video, a little Pokemon just for a minute, because it's a lesson that is applicable in the Magic world as well. But with that said, a little bit of a longer video to go over this collection. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, comment, share. Remember, get some people to sub. We're giving away vintage Magic packs. We got the Dart that's shooting up in value. I got Exodus. I got Stronghold. I got Mirage. I got Tempest. I got all kinds of stuff. Details are all over on a whole bunch of videos. But moral of the story, if you're not a subscriber, sub and comment, and you're entered to win. And then if you refer people, you're entered to win a second pack. So you can win twice, once. You can increase your odds because every sub you refer gives you another entry for 1 pack. Now, everybody's going to have the same odds for at least 1 pack, and the moral of the story is sub and comment. That's it. So everybody has 1 entry for that pack. But you can tilt the odds in your favor by referring subs to win another pack. So you could win 2. You might only win 1. You can definitely increase your odds for that. But as always, I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. But thank you so much. I appreciate all of y'all. And we're growing and we're getting better. And I hope the quality of this video is a little bit better. I think you can see the cards better. I'm still working on the sound. My mic keeps messing up. I've had to film this like 3 times. So anyways, enough rambling. Till next time, everybody. Deuces.